Sup Team Starlight, we are in the finals. We've got George on his Diva Hero beat versus Andy on Blackwings. Off to the races with a Whirlwind Bora.
Good start. Seeing Whirlwind. Got Alias coming down. He's gonna drop that Kalut. Oh, and he has the Honest.
Okay, so
So
if Andy drops it first and then we chain Honest, then we're gonna gain 17 first. We
yep.
don't get the extra Kalut, so it's just 36 versus 31, so they should take 500, and it looks like they got it right.
Whoa.
What? Dust Tornado hits set Miracle Fusion? Why are we setting Miracle Fusion? That card seems way too good against Blackwings to be setting. It's kind of like when you play Hero Frogs or Hero Beat, it feels like it's like your trump card in this matchup, so don't like that at all. We're going to get Stratos searching Alias, set a back row.
Got Mare Force into Icarus, into Starlight Road. Okay, maybe that's why he said it, but
That makes sense now. Okay, so he's gonna choose to MST his own Icarus attack, which will make the Stardust not come out, which is pretty big here. I don't even know if it's necessary though. If you're going Shura Search Kalut though, what do you think? Because then Stardust can't even deal.
yeah, unless he has another Icarus back there.
Damn,
But
like
he's
George
got
just runs in the Alias and to the known Kalut, but like sometimes it's like, what are you gonna do? I guess you just have to wait.
yeah, he's
At
not
least this,
seeing any of his sparks, so he can't afford to wait.
right? I mean, at least this way he gets to run over the Vayu, but and he's gonna just heavy storm now, and he's got the blizzard. He's got the he can also Vayu effect in graveyard. So I think George has literally nothing in hand, right? This is just looking Jover. Yeah, it makes sense to set the Miracle Fusion earlier, knowing that he probably didn't have any other back row and wanted to make the Starlight live. But I don't know if he has any waters, but if he does, Miracle would certainly go hard here.
Yeah, he just took a ton of damage, and that's gonna be game one. See if he's got some Gemini Sparks in hand. Starting off with Future Fusion.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Let's see. He's got Emergency Call. I mean, you probably just slam that too.
Yep. Get Stratos. No. Okay, he's going Alias Stratos, right? Yep. And hopefully we got like one back row. Hopefully Andy doesn't have Heavy Storm for his sake. We've got the Sirocco coming down. And Bora.
Oof. He said no fear, but he ran into the Mirror Force.
Yeah, maybe you just attack with Sirocco there. But sometimes you gotta play with a big stick when you're playing Blackwings. I guess the benefit of doing this is now I see that Andy had a Blizzard in hand, so actually having the Bora in graveyard is beneficial maybe, but he chooses not to even do that. He's gonna go for the Sirocco and then Dust Tornado and then Trap Dust Shoot. Oh my god.
Wow. Is that a crow? He's thinking about crowing one of those. Nope, he just lets it go through.
Wait,
Miracle is live.
did he crow game one? I just realized that George crowed game one.
He
And then
did.
he also crowed, he kept in Crow versus Blackwings. But the double miracle don't matter. We're just gonna double miracle, activate one of them, get the absolute zero. And
If I remember correctly, he was like main decking Chaos Sork, so I think that's why he was on the main deck Crows.
oh damn, this is like a spicy hero beat deck then. And I swear to God, when he was shuffling up his deck, I thought I saw a Dark Valkyria, the Gemini monster. So George is out here cooking, making his way to the finals.
Let's see. Andy does have a live value in grave. Blizzard comes down. Is he gonna crow? Yep. Yeah, goes for Icarus on the Ab-Zero and the Snowman Eater.
That was a really good Icarus, you know, not having to deal with any downside of the Ab-Zero and dealing with the Snowman, which is a house against this deck. But we knew that George had the second miracle, so here it comes, attacking, clearing the Armed Wing.
Yeah, unfortunate. No follow-up plan for that second Ab-Zero. Oh, but we got Mirror Force now. I think he just top decked that.
Yep, we're in top deck mode from Andy. I think he just top decked a Blizzard, so it must be nice, but doesn't even have any targets, so it's not that nice.
I mean, I think George is pretty low. Is he at 500? No, he's at like 4,000.
Yeah, that's Andy, I believe. But just Heavy Storm just to set? What is he cooking? Shura gets bottomless. We're gonna flip honest attack, drop honest for game. That's crazy.
Wow. Andy opening Whirlwind yet again. Bora grab Kalut. So it's a back row.
This is the exact setup of game one. Bora, search Kalut with an extra back row, but this time we got Mind Control Diva, correct sequencing there to play around Icarus attack. And we're debating if we want to get Gilman or a second Diva to make it 8. I like this. Gilman, probably just make a 6 and an 8. Just go for big damage. Pray no Mirror Force.
Oh.
This I don't like. I don't think I like Brionic not for game. Bouncing a back row that they can just reset next turn.
Yeah. He has no defense either, so any Blackwing summon can deal with this, and there's the Kalut.
Yeah, you just get Gale, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Goyo is just gonna be better, and you're just gonna have to accept that if that's like a D prison or a you know whatever Mirror Force, like you just get cooked. But now you're getting cooked even harder because you had to pitch a card and you got cracked back on.
Yeah, and he pitched like a good follow-up card, which is Diva. I mean, he probably only plays the one Gilman, but oh,
Yeah,
I see. He has the other Diva in hand, so that is awkward.
Mm-hmm. It's tough. It's tough. We just drew the Crow. Ooh, Lightning Vortex. That's pretty good. Pitch the third Diva, perhaps.
Yeah, I see Alias. You definitely want to... Nope, it just eats a bottomless. Unfortunate. No spark to chain.
Damn. And if Andy top decks a Blackwing monster here, it's almost certainly over. I don't like the preemptive crow. Okay, I understand it. He had dad live, so the preemptive crow is to deal with that. But Andy's got so many back row here, and George is on one card. All it takes is that Shura off the top to really kind of just make it seem like there's no coming back in this game.
Yeah, despite a pretty bad opening from George, he did do a ton of damage. It was just, yeah, unfortunate. Andy had a solid hand.
Yep, he got him down to 1900, but this is basically one turn away. Probably just have to top deck Miracle Fusion. It's not even live. It's double Miracle. Wow, it's not live. That's going to be GG's.